You decided to click on this video because you saw the title. Well, baby, you in for a treat today. That's right. I hope you ready, baby. I hope you ready, baby. How y'all doing out there? Top of the morning, good afternoon, good evening. Shalom, shalom to all of my brothers and sisters. How y'all doing out there? What's going on? I'm so glad to have my brothers and sisters in the building with me today. And as you can see by the title, got excellent news for you guys today. Shout out to all of my Black Americans out there. My so-called Black Americans, okay? You are the Aboriginal American. You are the real American Indian. Black man and black woman. Copper-colored people. Negroes that are here in North America. You are indigenous to this land. That's right. And that's going to make a lot of people angry. Do I look like I care? Because I don't. I only care about my brothers and sisters. Shout out to you guys out there. Shout out to all my Black Americans. You are the Aboriginal of America. You are the real American. You are the real Mexican. You are the real Indian. You are an Aboriginal. I know many of y'all may have never heard that before. Maybe some of you have, okay? There is no such thing as a black person. You are not an African American. You are not from Africa. Africa is the name of a European invader, okay? Leo Scipius Africanus to be exact, okay? But today, we focusing on you, black man, okay? Black woman and child. Much love to you guys. I love you guys. You North American Negroes. You are the Aboriginal American. You are the Native American Indian. That's you. Your history and story has been hijacked. It's a shame what the colonizer has done to us. One power. We are one nation, you guys. You guys, I like that. I gotta play that back one more again. You guys, the first thing I gotta say, shout out to all of my so-called black people out there who are in America, okay? You've always been told that you're black. You've been told that you're a Negro. Those things don't exist, okay? You are the real Aboriginal American Indian. You are the real Native American Indian. The European terrorist / colonizer stole your identity. He hijacked your culture just like he does everything, okay? And he has convinced you that you are from Africa. And one of the main reasons he did that is so that he can lay claim to your land. Black people walking around here in America, this is your land. Why you think whenever you ask grandma and granddad and great-grandma and great-granddad any old stories about being out of Africa, all of them say the same thing. I'm from right here. You know why? Because you are from right here. America is yours. You are the real American. You are the real Mexican. You are the real Indian. Look, the real Mexicans are Negroes. Those are you. You are the Aztecs. You are the Olmecs. You are the Inca and the Maya. They've convinced all of us that these people just vanished and don't nobody know where they at. They're walking around the ghettos and slums of America right now. The Inca, the Maya, the real Mexicans, the real Indians walking around New York, D.C., Detroit, Mississippi, California, okay, Maryland, Wyoming, Nebraska. The whole entire America belongs to you so-called Negroes out there, okay? Our country, our whole identity has been hijacked because of European invaders, okay? If this is supposed to be so-called Black History Month, y'all need to listen up right here, okay? You're not black. You're not an American. You're not, any of these names are all bywords. What your true name is Israel. Okay, I'm going to say that again. What your true name is Israel. Okay, and I know a lot of people are not going to like that. Okay, because all of my brothers and sisters out there been wandering the world for the last few hundred years trying to figure out who the heck we are. And the reason why you don't know is because we are under curses from our God. Okay, this is how we going to get out of this, you guys. You so-called Black Americans out there who are really the American Indian, the Aboriginals, we got to start loving each other, y'all. Nobody out there loves us. If they did, they wouldn't have hid our history like they did. All nations have hid our history. All nations have taken part in destroying us. All nations are going to pay the piper. But right now, this is for my brothers and sisters, okay? We are in all nations, okay? The black people here in America, guess what? You can go to every continent on earth and find other black people. And I'm not talking about Africans, okay? I'm not dissing Africans right now. I'm trying to get you to understand the point. You black people that's here in America, you can go to any continent on planet Earth, wherever that is, and find other black people who look just like you. They might not sound like you because they got the accent of the people around them, just like we do here in North America. But I'm telling you, go to any continent in the world, you will find other so-called black people who look just like you because they are you. But once again, the European colonizer, the invaders, has divided us up, got us calling ourselves all kinds of names. African American, Mexican, Indian, Aboriginal, West African, Nigerian, Black Russian, Black Vietnamese. We're calling ourselves all different kinds of names, okay? We are the Aboriginals, yes. But that also is a name. We didn't name ourselves that, okay? Our true name is Israel. And that's why our names have been changed so many times, you guys, so that we never understand that our name is Israel. And we are the Israelites. And that the God of the Bible, I know y'all not going to like this. Somebody not going to like this. The God of the Bible is the God of the Aboriginals, okay? AKA the God of the Israelites. I know somebody out there don't like that, but I'm not here to please men. I'm here because, first of all, I love the God of my forefathers, first and foremost. And then after that, I'm doing as I commanded, and I'm going to love my copper-colored brothers and sisters, okay? Some of us are black as night. Some of us are very light. But you know what I mean. We are the Aboriginal Americans, the American Indians, the real Mexican, the real Mayan, the real Inca. That's you. And you can go to every place on earth, okay? Why you think right here in the Americas, and I'm talking about all of the Americas, there are more pyramids here than so-called Africa? You know why? Because the pyramids started here. You, okay? And then our people, we went everywhere. Look, this whole planet Earth belongs to us. And I know some people not going to like that. I don't care. I'm only here for the love of my brothers and sisters. We're calling ourselves all kinds of names. Our true name is the 12 tribes of Israel. And the whole planet Earth has been confederate in destroying us. But now, believe it or not, we are in the last days and knowledge is going forth. You're going to get with it or you're going to die. Straight up. Okay? Now, I know right now some of you are going to say, hold up. Before we even get further, let me play this tune one more again. One nation, baby. One power. What nation is that? We are the nation of Israel, calling ourselves many names. One of our most oldest names is Aboriginal, okay? That's you right here in America. You Negroes, the real Mexicans, the real Mayans, the real Incas. I know this is hard for you to understand. The old Webster's Dictionary, okay, the Indian was called a Negro. But the European invaders made it illegal for you to call yourself a Indian. So guess what they did? They changed that to Negro. And every couple of years, they change your name to this, that, and the third, playing musical chairs with your identity, okay? But that's over now because why? The God of the indigenous ones, a.k.a. the God of the Israelites, he's getting ready to make a return to this earth, baby. That's why the knowledge is going out. And the more you dig, the more you're going to find. The Trail of Tears, I know everybody know about that atrocity that happened to the American Indians. And they make you guys think that happened to some stringy-haired, pale-faced people. No, no, no. The niggas walking around America calling themselves African American, the Trail of Tears happened to you, and you don't even know. When you celebrate Thanksgiving, you are celebrating the European killers destroying you, stealing your land. How about that? They done tricked us, y'all. And I know somebody out there is not going to like the fact that I'm telling you that you are an American Indian, okay? You're not going to like that. Okay, and especially some of my brothers out there in the Hebrew community, okay? But check this out. We're just now waking up to our identity. So don't claim that you know it all now. We've been stumbling around in the dark for hundreds of years. Yes, we are the Hebrew Israelites, okay? But some things about history got twisted and distorted, okay? This is our land right here. And anybody who has the ear to hear, I'm going to prove that to you today. But first, let me crank this tune one more time, baby. One nation. What is that? The nation of Israel. One power. Who's our power? Yahweh. That's our God. Yahweh. Okay? And maybe you can hear some of that Indian language in there, which the ancient Indians, our forefathers, spoke Hebrew, and our God is Yahweh. That's right. Okay? But let me crank this tune one more time. Hey, if anybody out there is feeling me out there, if you are feeling your brothers and sisters out there, if you are feeling the love for the Aboriginal American Indian, so-called African American, the so-called Negro, I want you to consider subscribing. I want you to hit this like button. Okay, share this on all of your social media outlets to help get the word out to all of our brothers and sisters so that we can get set free, baby. This supposed to be Black History Month, ain't it? Give all praises to the God of Israel, Yahweh. Shout out to all my North American Negroes out there. California, New York, Minnesota, D.C., Louisiana, Texas, Denver, Seattle, okay, Maryland, Baltimore, Mississippi, Nebraska, Ohio, Florida, okay, Atlanta. If y'all in here with your boy, I want y'all to give me a thumbs up. Give yourself a thumbs up, baby. Because we get ready to get free, baby. We get ready to get free. Believe it or not, we are in the last days, okay? And our God promised us he would get us out of this. But we do got to do our part. We got to love our brothers and sisters with all our soul, with all our heart. And we got to love our God with all our soul and heart. Not white Jesus. White Jesus is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? Get Christianity out of your head. This is not Christianity. We are against Christianity. Christianity is what's responsible for our short memory, why we think that we black. Okay? Christianity allowed the European colonizers to steal our homelands all over the world, okay? Believe it or not, America is not our only homeland, y'all. The whole earth is ours, y'all. Okay? I know y'all don't like that. But once again, I'm not here to please men. I'm here to love my God and to love my brothers and sisters, okay? And that's how we gonna get the kingdom. Right now and hereafter, baby. That's right. I'm about to get down to this. You guys, we're going to dive straight in, okay? Black Americans are Aboriginal American Indians, okay? How come we don't know that? How come this sounds like a foreign concept to us, you guys? I'm going to tell you why. Because once again, every single nation on earth is against us. This is not anything new. This has always been the case, but you never knew where to look to find your info. Believe it or not, you guys, the Holy Bible is written and inspired by and for the Aboriginal American Indian, okay? And we are all over the world because we went all over the world. We're the smartest people on planet Earth. We discovered everything. We invented everything, okay? But they wrote us out of history. That's why they changed all our names, stole all of our lands, and made it exist as if you didn't even exist. Called you things like a minority, okay? You got a short memory because all of the other nations, led by the European invaders, destroyed you, raped, robbed, and pillaged you, burned all your records, raped a lot of your women, killed a lot of your men, and left us few in number in certain spaces, right? And beat a lot of people into submission. That's called slavery and subjugation. But those days are over, and they're going in a total different direction now. We're starting to realize who we are. We're starting to realize that we're not black. We're not African American. No, we're not African. We are not from Africa. Actually, most of the real Africans hate you, okay? They hate you. We've been fighting with them for a very long time. Just as long as we've been fighting with the so-called white man, okay? But a lot of you guys don't read, so that's why the Most High God sent brothers like me out there. I'm nobody. But I love you, and I'm your brother. So the Most High God will send me and brothers like me out there to read to you. So I'm getting ready to read to you why you don't remember any of this, why you don't know nothing about what I'm talking about, why this all sounds strange and foreign to you. Here it is. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Okay? This is what I want you to do. Grab a pen and a pad, all right? Don't believe my word, okay? Grab a pen and a pad. Go and write this down so you can go back and read your history, Aboriginal man. You can read your history yourself. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. Grab a pen and a pad, write all of these down to make sure I'm not lying to you like most of your pastors. Because most of your pastors at church are teaching you what the European terrorists told them to tell you. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you the truth, okay? But you got to read it and examine it for yourself. Don't take my word. Jeremiah chapter 17 and 4. This is why we got a short memory. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Yes, talking to you. You would discontinue from the heritage that he gave thee. Where's your heritage at? Your heritage, believe it or not, I know you don't read. It's right here in this Holy Bible. But you don't read, so you don't know how much the Aboriginal Indian history is in this book. You got no idea because you don't read. That's why I'm here to read to you. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies. I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Guess what? In all the lands that we were indigenous to, this is what happened. The so-called European terrorists and other people like Arab terrorists as well invaded our lands where we were, took us to other places, okay? Once again, that's why I told you, you can go to any country and continent on earth and see people there that look like the American Negro, the American Indian, the American Aboriginal. You can see people, Negroes, that look just like you on every continent. They don't sound like you because they sound like the people that they live around, just like us here in America, okay? But those are your brothers, okay? And they took a lot of our brothers from right here in America and shipped them over to Africa, shipped them over to Japan, China, Russia, okay? This is the place where they took most of the slaves from, the Americas, okay? They lied to us, y'all, and I just read to you why. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Because God gave us a heritage. The American Aboriginal man, our God, Yahweh, gave us a heritage, which we did not stick to. We did not like that. We wanted to be everybody else except who our God made us. So he said, okay, since you want to be like that, I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. Okay? A lot of us got taken out of our homelands to other places. And the ones that were allowed to remain in our homeland got enslaved right on our own turf. Okay? Just like this Holy Bible, the time of the so-called New Testament with Jesus Christ and his apostles. They were in the homeland, Israel, and the Romans, the so-called white man, were there abusing them and enslaving them right on their own turf. And they also took some of those people and took them to Rome for slaves, okay? So we see this narrative again and again and again. Nothing has changed, but it's getting ready to. You're in the end times now, believe it or not. You're going to feel my pain when death comes, and mass death is coming. You're going to remember that when you watch this video and you remember what I'm telling you, okay? Y'all bear with me, right? Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, we're going to go to the book of Joshua, chapter 1. And Joshua, okay, if he was alive today, he would be a so-called Aboriginal, okay? This is real deal, y'all. Check this out. Because I know a lot of Negroes out there saying, no, man, we all came from Africa. I'm African. We came over here. America doesn't belong to us. Check this out. Your pastor is a lying scumbag. He won't read this to you because he's reading what the European killers told him to read. But I'm not going to read how they tell you to read. I'm going to read what the Most High God, Yahweh, the God of the Aboriginals, told me to read. This is how another way to prove that these American niggas, we've been here for thousands of years. We were here before Jesus Christ even walked on this earth. The American Negro was right here in the so-called Old Testament days. After we came out of so-called Egypt, okay, we came right over here. Check this out, y'all. I'm going to read. I ain't going to talk about it. The book of the book of Joshua, your ancestor. The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 1 through 4. Check this out. Now, after the death of Moses, who's also your ancestor, now after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. You guys, this is in ancient times, thousands of years ago. Every place, check this out, check out verse 3. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. Stop. Verse 3 again. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that means every place. Guess what, you guys? We strong. Aboriginal Negroes are strong. We put the sole of our foot to every place. We went everywhere. Way back here in the Old Testament, you guys. This is thousands of years ago. Every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses. You don't really think about that. You don't think about that. Wrap your mind around that. And it gets even deeper right here. Check this out. Verse 4. This is the bomb right here. Verse 4. Highlight verse 4. This proves it. As if verse 3 didn't prove it, but here's more proof. Verse 4. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea, toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. Whoa. I'm going to read that again, you guys. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, even unto the great river, the river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea, toward the going down of the sun, shall be your coast. You guys, let me ask you a question. First of all, this tells you so-called Africa and the so-called Middle East, I don't care who's over there. That belongs to us too. But read this. It says, all the land of the Hittites, and unto the great sea, toward the going down of the sun. Where does the sun set? Where does the sun set? In the west. Guess what? California. America. Way back then. You just read it. And until the great sea. Y'all know what the great sea is. Toward the west. I can't think right now. Atlantic or the Pacific. Whatever one it is. I'm not looking at a map. But y'all get the picture. To the great sea. Toward the going down of the sun. Where does the sun set at? In the west. Guess what? The Western world belongs to you. America is yours. That's all I need to see. I know you never read that before. So just say you never read that before, and now you know. How about that? Okay? Now you know. I got more proof though, okay? I just showed you that you are the American Aboriginal. The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verses 1 through 4, for anybody who tries to challenge you out there. This is in all the Bibles. Why don't they read this? Because the European terrorists stole these books from me and you, and then they repackaged them and gave it back to us. After they beat us and told us we couldn't read, they brought the book back to us and tried to read it to us and tell us what it means. Those days are over now. It's a wrap. It's over. We can read. We got it. You're in trouble. You're in big trouble with the God of the Aboriginals, a.k.a. the God of Israel. You're in big trouble, buddy, and you will not be escaping. Not this time. You had your fun. Raped, robbed, pillaged the whole earth for thousands of years, and now you are getting ready to get chased out of the earth, Mr. Pillager, Mr. Killer. Check this out. Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 24. Okay? Through 25. Here we go again. This is how we used to get down, you guys. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 24 and 25. Once again, every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours. Do you hear that? It's saying the same thing again. Every place whereon the soles of your feet shall tread shall be yours. From the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea, shall your coast be. That's everywhere, y'all. There shall be no man able to stand before you. For the Lord your God shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land that ye shall tread upon, as he have said unto you. They used to be afraid of us, y'all. There was a time at one point in history where all the world knew who we were, and they were scared to death of us, okay? Because when we know who we are and we follow our God, not white Jesus, not Christianity, not Allah, not Islam. We don't have a religion. We don't need one. We got a God, we got a power. That's it. He gave us commandments. That's it. But we are so far removed from those things because of disobedience, but now we coming back. I know you guys see it all over the world. The Aboriginals are waking up to their true identity. Nothing can stop this, okay? I'm going to read, I read verse 24, verse 25. You guys grab a pen and a pad, write these things down so you can go back and read them for yourself, okay? Next, I'm going to read Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 9 through 10. Again, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 9 through 10. This is how we used to get down, y'all. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. You see, there are stipulations for us to keep our power. Verse 10, and all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. Stop. Verse 10, I'm going to read that again for all of my African-American Negroes, for all of my copper-colored people out there, for all of my Aboriginal American Indians out there, for all of my North American Negroes, my niggers out there. I'm going to read it again. Verse 10, and all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. You see what happens when we keep God's commandments, you guys? That's why we have got to start keeping the commandments, you guys. We've got to love each other like we never loved each other before. Love your neighbor. Love other Aboriginal Negroes like you love yourself, and love our God, our power, Yahweh. And this is what will happen. All people will be afraid of us. You guys, we are getting ready to take this earth back. We're getting ready to take this earth back, you guys. Write these scriptures down so you can read for yourself and see that I'm not lying. I'm nothing like your pastor. Your pastor is an abomination. I'm here only for the 12 tribes of Israel, only for the copper-colored people, only for the so-called African American, only for the so-called Negro, only for the so-called Indian who is scattered into every nation. We're in every single nation. Whether we went there on our own, whether these heathen, pagan, Gentile dogs dragged us there kicking and screaming. We are in all nations. Like I said, you can go to every country, every nation on earth and find a Negro who looks just like the American black man, because he is you. He might not sound like you because of his accent, but he is you. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. We're in every nation, and soon our God is getting ready to come. In the spirit realm, he's already moving. That's why this knowledge is being brought out. And soon he gonna make a physical guest appearance, and you know what's gonna happen then, okay? The book of Joshua, I ain't gonna try to keep y'all too long, okay? Book of Joshua, chapter 10. Write this down, you guys, so you can go back and read. The book of Joshua, chapter 10, verses 6 through 9. Verses 6 through 9. And the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua to the camp to Gilgal, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servants. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us, for all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us. So Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him, the soldiers, the gangsters, the Aboriginal gangsters, they went with him, and all the mighty men of valor. Hey, look, black man, that's you. You are the men of valor. But they're not going to tell you that. That's why I'm here to tell you that. I'm reading this to you, first of all, to reveal your true identity to you and to help strengthen you and to show you what we got to do so we can take back the world, take back our country, and get these heathens up out of here, okay? Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not, for I have delivered them into thine hand. There shall not a man of them stand before thee. Verse 9. Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal all night. When it says he came unto them suddenly, that means he ran down on them. Okay? Straight up. We ain't playing no games out here. That's what it says when he says, therefore he came unto them suddenly, quickly. He ran down on them, okay? He wasn't tiptoeing through the tulips out there. You want to read about some tough guy stuff, some gangster stuff, I'm reading it to you right now. And I don't care if you don't like it. Look, around here, we don't got no time for no heathens, no pagan Gentile dogs. Anybody coming on here talking down about what I'm bringing out right now, you can be gone, okay? And we gonna deal with you later. I'm only here for my brothers and sisters right now. Anybody here right now, you still sticking with this video, you only here for one reason. Because you see, look, I'm not sharing my opinion with you. I'm reading to you straight out the book. You like it? Hit the like button. If you don't like it, get lost, nigga. Okay? And I'm talking to all you sellout Negroes out there too. Because guess what? You ain't got nothing to do with us. If you want to side with these heathens out there, you go ahead and side with them. But don't come on here talking crazy, because we ain't got no time for you. We going to ignore you, okay? Until you get real out of line. And once you reach a certain level, you're getting out of pocket, we going to check you hard, just like a hockey puck. We ain't got no time for you. Book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 15 and 17, okay? Look, I'm jogging y'all's memory, all right? Because ain't nobody going to tell you this. You think you black. You think you African American? No, you're none of that. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the real Aboriginal American, the so-called American Indian, the real Mexican, the real Inca, the real Maya, okay? When that lowlife Andrew Jackson did the Trail of Tears, that was you. You walking around thinking that it was some stringy, pale-haired guy getting dragged across America. That was you niggas out there calling yourself African American. That was us. They dragged us all across America on foot. That's why they call it the Trail of Tears, y'all. And you keep wanting to be some African. Africans don't like you. They will eat you, cannibalize you if you go over there playing with them, okay? Everybody on this earth want to be you except you. You better snap out of it, okay? That's why I'm bringing this to you. I'm jogging your memory, showing you who you really are, how we used to get down, and we getting back to this right now. First, you got to stop lying. But look, we know a lot of y'all don't like to read. So that's why the Most High God got to send brothers out there to read to you. I got all day to read to you. You know why? Because I love you. And I don't care about nothing else except loving you and loving my God. That's what we got to do, y'all. We do that, everything else is going to take care of itself. And if you doubt me, just join in, okay? This is happening worldwide. Nobody can stop this. Doesn't matter who likes it. You are not going to stop this. You're going to die before you stop this, okay? Ain't happening. Because can't no man start this, so can't no man stop this. Now I'm going to read this to y'all again, showing you how you used to get down. You used to be a real man out here. Book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 15 through 17. Look, I'm reading about your uncle and them, Joshua. And Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, unto the camp to Gilgal. Verse 16. But these 5 kings fled and hid themselves in a cave at Mikkedah. Okay? So we got these 5 kings, all right? After Uncle Joshua ran down on them and started getting busy, those 5 kings crept off, right? Hid themselves in a cave in Mikkedah. Verse 17. And it was told Joshua, saying, the 5 kings are found hid in a cave at Mikkedah. Okay? Guess what? One of the brethren ran up to Joshua and said, hey, Joshua, those 5 kings, they ran. When we was out there getting busy on the battlefield, they snuck off. They hiding over there in that cave. That's what they told Joshua, okay? Now here we go. We're going to go verse 21 through 26, okay? I want you to listen good out here. I'm reading this to you so you can learn to actually know who you are, okay? Actually get a sense of who you are. We've been wandering around for hundreds of years. Don't nobody care to show you who you are because they hate your guts, okay? They hate your guts. That's why they keep telling you to get over it, okay? Well, trust me, one day you're going to have the pleasure of telling them to get over it, okay? Verse 21 through 26, Joshua chapter 10. And all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Mikkedah in peace. None moved his tongue against any of the children of Israel. I'm going to read that again. After they got through getting busy out there, putting that work in, because Joshua ran down on them, okay? And all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Mikkedah in peace. None moved his tongue against any of the children of Israel. That's respect right there. Okay? 22. Then said Joshua, open the mouth of the cave and bring out those 5 kings unto me out of the cave. Joshua said, yeah, those kings that ran up in that cave, open that cave and bring them out. And they did so, and brought forth those 5 kings unto him out of the cave. The king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jermoth, the king of Lachish, and the king of Eglon. Verse 24, and it come to pass when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called for all the men of Israel. He called for all of the men of Israel, and said unto the captains of the men of war, which went with him, come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. I'm going to read that again for you out there. And ask yourself, Joshua was a man of God, right? Look what Joshua said. Come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. That's what a man of God is about. Standing up for truth, standing up for righteousness, standing up for the Israelites. Okay? Joshua called the men of Israel and said, hey, come here, y'all. Take your foot and put your foot on his nigga's neck. But I thought God loved everybody, though. Huh? That's not Christ-like, huh? Let you tell it. God loves everybody. Joshua called the men of Israel and said, hey, come here, y'all. Put your foot on these niggas' necks. Do you see that? I'm reading to you about a man of God right here. You ain't never seen a man of God a day in your life. This is your history. You come from a long line of men of the Lord. Mighty men. You're not weak. You're not black. You're not African American. You are the Aboriginal American Indian, the real Mexican, the real Mayan. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? Y'all got to get this through your head. This is real stuff right here. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. That's beautiful stuff right there. That's how we used to roll. Verse 25. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage, for thus shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom ye fight. I thought men of the Lord was nonviolent. There's a time and a place for everything. You don't go out starting no trouble, but you don't lay down and let anyone scum you over, okay? I'm reading to you about Joshua, your forefather, a Aboriginal. That's what you call him today if he was on the earth, okay? You'd be calling him black. You'd be calling him a nigger. Okay, y'all better get this picture. I'm going to read verse 25 again. And Joshua said unto them, fear not, nor be dismayed. Be strong and of good courage, for thus shall the Lord do to all your enemies against whom ye fight. When is the last time you fought? When is the last time you fought back? And I ain't talking about in a dumb, stupid nigga way. You do know there's more than one way to fight, right? Other than using your fists. How about using this? We haven't done that in a long time, y'all. But that's why I'm here to wake you up. Because we are on the cusp of taking back this earth. Taking back this world. Taking back this country, which all nations have stolen from us. Because the whole world belongs to me and you. Okay? Verse 26. And after Joshua smote them, killed them, and slew them, and hanged them on 5 trees. It was 5 kings He killed them and hung them on 5 trees. And they were hanging upon the trees until the evening. Goodness gracious. Just to show you how we used to get down, y'all. Let me see. Book of Joshua. Give you one more in Joshua, then I'm gone. Chapter 11. The book of Joshua, chapter 11, verses 15 through 20. As the Lord commanded Moses, his servant, so did Moses command Joshua, Aboriginal, your ancestor. And so did Joshua. He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses. So Joshua took all that land. Look at that. Joshua took all that land, the hills, and all the south country, and all the land of Goshen, and the valley, and the plain, and the mountains of Israel, and the valley of the same, even from the Mount Halak that goeth up to Seir, even unto Baal-gad in the valley of Lebanon, under Mount Hermon, and all their kings he took. Do you see that? All their kings he took. Y'all ain't hear me. All their kings he took, and smote them and slew them. He killed them all. Okay? You guys, you don't know the conquest that we went on in the ancient days. We took the world. The world is ours. The continent of America and Africa belongs to us. And we ain't sharing with nobody. We back to take what's ours. Playing with you. Verse 19. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel. See that? Nobody wanted to get down with the get down. They wanted to fight. Save the Hivites, the inhabitants of Gibeon. All other they took in battle. So everybody didn't want to get down with the get down. No problem. We took it from them. That's how we used to get down. Okay? Because God set us up to be the gods on this earth. The whole earth belongs to us. Okay? Y'all not getting it. Go back and read all these scriptures that I brought out so far. Okay? Now I know somebody out there may say, you know what? But I don't like that. God loves everybody, right? How could God have us doing all those things to these people? Well, you don't know what these people did to us because you don't read. But you should be able to know by seeing what people are doing to us today. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is you ain't fighting back no more. Okay? Because you don't know who you are. Check this out. This is how the Most High God can treat these other people like this. This is why he does it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. I'm going to read that again. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing. So not only are all nations nothing, of course he ain't talking about us. We are his sons and daughters. He ain't talking about us. Talking about the all other people. They're nothing. It says they're less than nothing. Now, how do you measure less than nothing? Sorry to let you in on a little secret. If you're not an Aboriginal, you are less than nothing. You're nothing. You're insignificant. I know y'all don't like that. But look, you don't really think I care about that, do you? Don't really think I care. I know you don't like that.